Good evening, everyone. And if anyone in the audience required a headset for Spanish translation, please raise your hand and a device will be provided to you. Buenas tardes a todos. Si alguien en la audiencia requiere unos auriculares para traducción al español, por favor levante su mano y unos auditivos se les van a proveer. Welcome everyone to the Palm Springs Unified School District regular meeting of the Board of Education. Today is Tuesday, May 13, 2025. I will not call the meeting to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Okay, and I'll be glad to do that. Board President Espericueta.
Here.
Board Clerk Jarrell. Here. Member Irvin.
Here.
Member Girardi.
Here.
And Board Member Cornett is absent this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Signoret. And item 5B is a pledge of the allegiance. Student Board Member Kimberly Rodriguez will lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 5C is our mission statement. Our mission statement will be read by Philip Gonzalez.
All members of Palm Springs Unified School District are united in our commitment to equity. We create deep, meaningful learning opportunities, build professionalism, and engage parents and community to ensure success for all students. All students graduate with the skills, capacities, and confidence needed to succeed in a rapidly changing world.
Thank you, Philip. I will read the mission statement. Yo lo voy a leer en español. Todos los miembros del Distrito Escolar Unificado de Palm Springs están unidos en nuestro compromiso con la equidad. Creamos oportunidades de aprendizaje profundas y significativas. Creamos profesionalismo e involucramos a los padres y a la comunidad para garantizar el éxito de todos los estudiantes. Todos los estudiantes se gradúan con las habilidades, capacidades y confianza necesaria para tener éxito en un mundo en cambio rápido. Gracias. Thank you. Item 5D is a land acknowledgement. Our land acknowledgement will be read by the student board member Micah Henry.
The Palm Springs Unified School District acknowledges the DVEA as the original stewards of the land on which the Palm Springs Unified School District facilities now sit. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work with the indigenous people in this place. We pay respect to the DVEA people, past, present, and emerging, who have been here since time immemorial.
Thank you. Item 6, report at closed session. Claire Girel, are there any closed session action to report?
Board President Espericueta, there are no closed session actions to report.
Thank you, Claire Girel. Item number 8, board consent item. In this, we will approve our meeting minutes for April 22, 2025 and April 29, 2025. Oh, number 7? Oh, sorry, yeah. Item number 7, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented, please?
Second.
Any question? No. Please vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Gardi. Item number 8, board consent items. Approval of meeting and minutes for April 22, 2025 and April 29, 2025. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes, please?
Second.
Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Item number 9, public comments. Claire Guerrero, have we received any electronic comments?
Board President Espericueta, we have not received any electronic comments.
Thank you. Next item is in-person comments. All comments are to be directed to the board, be under 3 minutes, and shall be devoid of any personal attacks. Members of the public are expected to maintain a professional, courteous decorum during public comments. Board members do not respond to public comments. And I have one member of the audience that would like to make a comment. Is Liliana Ramirez. And she will need a traduction in Spanish. Oh, she's ready? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias por esta oportunidad. Miembros honorables del Board de Education, me dirijo a ustedes hoy como madre de una estudiante de educación especial que ha sido afectada significativamente por decisiones y acciones tomadas por la escuela actual. Durante los últimos 2 años, mi hija ha progresado notablemente en esa escuela, en Desert Hot Spring. Sin embargo, debido a la obligación legal y a su poco avance educativo por su discapacidad, fue trasladada a la educación Julius Corsini de la misma ciudad en enero 2025. Desde el inicio de este cambio, ha tenido impacto negativo en la vida de mi hija y de nuestra familia. A pesar de estar a punto de concluir el 5º grado, hemos tenido 8 sesiones de reuniones de IIP con 2 horas cada una, sin poder terminar el IIP para efectivo este año. Mientras tanto, se nos ha informado que el 1 de mayo de este mes pasado se comenzaba un IIP de transición a 6º grado, cuando todavía no se termina uno para 5º grado. Hoy presencié comportamientos alarmantes en el patio escolar donde mi hija y otros estudiantes se golpeaban a sí mismos. Esto refleja un entorno que parece haber normalizado comportamientos agresivos, lo cual es inaceptable y afecta directamente la seguridad y el bienestar de mi hija y de otros estudiantes. Ahora, es preocupante que se oculte información a los padres y se niegue el acceso a la observación de clases en este sitio escolar, ignorando nuestras peticiones desde abril. Esta falta de transparencia y colaboración dificulta el apoyo adecuado para mi hija. El sitio escolar carece de recursos esenciales, como cuarto sensorial, que es apropiado para niños especiales como autismo, baños adaptados. Los baños ahí en ese lugar carecen de privacidad para estos niños. Hay niños que tienen que ponerles pañal y desgraciadamente tiene que estar abierta la puerta para poderles dar ese servicio. Estamos en una era donde tenemos todos mucho acceso a estos principales servicios. Nos debería de dar pena que nosotros cuando vamos a los edificios en los que estamos tenemos lujo en los baños y estos niños no pueden cerrar la puerta porque no hay aire. También la falta de dispositivo de comunicación, el uso del lenguaje de señas. Desgraciadamente es triste ver que tenemos aquí el lenguaje de señas para traducción a toda la comunidad y la audiencia y nuestros hijos no tienen acceso a este sistema en las aulas. En vista de esta situación, yo solicité a la institución un paquete de trabajo personalizado.
Liliana, nomás pedirte, van alrededor de los 3 minutos y luego te van a traducir todo también.
Oh, ok. Bueno, lo único que queremos como padres es que se garantice un entorno seguro y apoye, promueva un crecimiento en el desarrollo de nuestros hijos. Señores, la educación especial necesita mucho apoyo y quiero que toda la audiencia y todos estos estudiantes que estén aquí, un día uno de ellos puede tener un hijo con educación especial y necesitamos cambios. Gracias.
Honorable members of the Board of Education. I address you today as a mother of a special education student who has been significantly affected by the decisions and actions taken by the school. Over the past 2 years, my daughter made notable progress in Bella Vista School. However, due to legal obligations and her limited educational progress, she was transferred to Julius Concerni School in January 2025. From the beginning, this change has had a negative impact in my daughter's life and our family. Despite being about to complete 5th grade, we have had 8 meeting sessions without successfully completing her IEP. Meanwhile, we are informed that we must start a transition IEP for the 6th grade without having resolved my daughter's current needs. Today, I witnessed alarming behaviors in the schoolyard where my daughter and other students were hitting themselves. This reflects an environment that seems to have normalized aggressive behavior, which is unacceptable and directly affects my daughter's safety and well-being. It is concerning that the information is being withheld from parents to access the classrooms to observe is being denied, ignoring our requests since April. This lack of transparency and collaboration hinders education support to my daughter. The new school site lacks essential resources such as sensory room and adapted restrooms, which prevents the development of basic skills and the achievement of her goals. The lack of communication device and limited use of ASL also hindered her progress. Given the situation, I request that a personalized work package to be provided, that the service be compensated until her IEP is properly developed and implemented. It is essential to guarantee a safe and supported environment that promotes her growth and development. I appreciate your attention to this matter, and I hope the measurements will take to address these concerns and ensure that my daughter receives education and support she deserves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, gracias, Liliana. Do we have any other members of the public who wish to address the Board of Education? Okay, see none. And now we move to item number 10. Item 10, special recognition. 10A, the governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following students and staff for the participation in the Palm Springs Unified School District Anti-Hate Speech Initiative. What's it from? ¿Los llamo yo? Son muchos. Está bien. Thank you, Monica.
Secondary students, Kyler Lerma. Caleb Alanis. Samantha Henry. Abigail Lopez Velasco. Michaela Caldwell. Brent Francisco. Evelyn Ramirez. Ralph Serrano. Our elementary students, Angel Soriano Doñiz. Nizuri Moore. Zoe Babcock. Jet Sanchez. Kaya Rose. Kayana Harper. Cheyenne Estrin. And our staff, Iwana Amber Mukherjee. Annie Axum. And is there anyone in the audience who would like to say a few words? Dr. Hunt? Here she is.
Good evening, Board. It is my esteemed pleasure to be able to introduce the amazing students and staff who participated in our PSUSD Stands Up to Hate Speech initiative and videos. These videos were a district-wide initiative to ensure that our students hear from their fellow students about the importance of addressing hate speech across the board and in our schools. The amazing students and staff you see before you have focused in these videos that will be shown district-wide to all students, and we could not have done this without them and the support of their amazing principals here supporting them tonight. So thank you so much.
Victor, can you take a photo, please? Oh, there he is. Can we get everyone to scoot in a little closer, please? Yep. You want me to do the next one? Thank you, guys.
¿El que sigue? Okay. Okay, and now we move to item 10B. The governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following employees of the month for May 2025. Classified employees, Luis Bojorquez from Jet Warmer Middle School.
Luis is not here tonight.
And certificated employees, Mindy Zamores from Jet Warmer Middle School. You would like to say anything to your family and your friends?
Thank you for the recognition. It's an honor, and I'm truly grateful. So thank you.
Thank you, Mindy. Okay, that item 10C, the governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following student for academic excellence. The first one is Giona Gonzalez, Yed Warmer Middle School.
Certificate of Excellence. This certificate is awarded to Jonah Gonzalez in recognition of your extraordinary commitment to hard work, dedication, perseverance, and exceptional academic excellence at James Brooke Middle School during the 2024-2025 school year.
Congratulations. Item 10D, the governing board wishes to recognize the following parents for their involvement and engagement in ECE activities and events. The parent is Kevin Andrew from Yed Warmer Middle School.
Kevin could not join us this evening. Oh, Kevin is here. Kevin, hi.
Kevin, let me read this one, Kevin. Kevin Andrew, in recognition of your contribution to Palm Springs Unified School District through active participation, collaboration, and involvement in Yed Warmer Middle School activities and events during the 2024-2025 school year. Congratulations. Good, Kevin. Okay, item 10E, the governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following student board members for their participation during the 2024-2025 school year. The students are from Cathedral City High School, Kimberly Rodriguez Nunez. Thank you. From Desert Hot Spring High School, Zoraida Silvernail. From Mount San Jacinto High School, Diego Jauregui. Not here? No? He's not here tonight. Congratulations, Diego. From Palm Springs High School, Micah Henry. Is it? Oh no, we have one more. Okay. From Rancho Mirada High School, Philip Gonzalez. Eh? Item 10F, the governing board wishes to recognize and commend the following recipients at the PSLA Scholarship Award. The recipients are Gerardo Silva from Desert Hot Springs High School, Camille Jara, Palm Springs High School, Linda Subin from Cathedral City High School, Seida Sandoval from Rancho Mirage High School, and Gavin Barch from Cathedral City High School. Anyone is saying something about this or no?
Here comes Gavin.
You're good.
At this time, will Dr. Pfeffer and Dr. Omier please make your way to the podium?
Gonna lose everybody. Do you want to go check it? And it's Rancho that's not here. So. Good evening, Board of Education. My name's Jim Pfeffer. I'm Director of State and Federal Programs here for the district and honored to be the President of Palm Springs Leadership Association for the 24-25 year. Also with me up here is Dr. Julio Omier, currently Interim Principal at James Workman Middle School, and he was not only one of our board members this year, but also was a member of the scholarship committee that did a wonderful job of reviewing these scholarships. This year we had a very highly competitive process for the PSLA scholarships, a bunch of wonderful applications. We're honored to share that we were able to award 5 $1,000 scholarships to students at our comprehensive high schools across the district, whose parents also are employees here within the district. So we're just going to take a moment to recognize them publicly, and that way we can acknowledge them here. So 2 of our winners came from Cathedral City High School. You've already met them both, but Linda Shubin will be attending UCLA in a major in biology. Her parent is a classified employee member with our Nutritional Services Department. Gavin Barch will be attending UC Berkeley with a major in mathematics, and his parent is a certificated member over also at Cathedral City High School. At Desert Hot Springs High School, Gerardo Silva will be going to UC San Diego for applied mathematics. His parent is a certificated member of the team at Bella Vista Elementary School. Camille Hara will be attending Cal Baptist University, majoring in biology. Her parent is one of our certificated members at Palm Springs High School. And finally, unable to join us today but sending their regards is Saya Sandoval. She will be attending Cal State Long Beach for an automotive technician program. And her parent is one of our certificated members over at Rancho Mirage Elementary School. So a wonderful group that we were pleased to present to you this evening. They're all off to wonderful experiences. We do want to thank all the applicants for their time and for their efforts this year. Again, it was a very competitive process, highly qualified candidates. And we're pleased to share their recognitions with you today. During the last few weeks, we were able to go to each of their classrooms and present them a certificate in their classrooms in front of their peers. So they didn't know we were coming. We surprised them in class one day with that acknowledgement as well, which made for a great moment. So thank you again to the Board of Education for all your efforts and to all the PSLA members across the district. And we look forward to continuing to provide these opportunities as we go down the road. Thank you very much.
At this time, we have a few short videos produced by our student media interns for the employees of the month, and then we also have a special video for our student board members.
Luis Bojorquez, he's a paraprofessional here on campus that works with EL students and provides support for them in class. Mr. Bojorquez is an awesome individual. He really is passionate about working with EL students and does. Luis Bojorquez, he's a paraprofessional here on campus that works with EL students and provides support for them in class. Mr. Bojorquez is an awesome individual. He really is passionate about working with the EL students and does a great job building relationships with the students on a daily basis. I've depended on him for many things, including LPAC testing. When we do LPAC testing, he's always willing to help, and he's one of the individuals that I can count on for doing that with me. The way that he connects with the students and the way that he builds the rapport with the students that he works with, and all the students love working with him and trust him. He's genuine, so he's not just putting up a front. Like, the kids know that he's who he is, and that's what they love about him. Luis, we're so fortunate that you are a staff member here at James Workman. On behalf of the administrative team at James Workman, we want to thank you for everything that you've done over the years that you've been here. You are a true asset to our school.
So imagery is linked.
She's dedicated, she cares about the students that she works with, and she's very passionate for what she does. She's not just showing up just to show up, she's showing up because she cares about what she does with the kids. She's passionate about what she is working with them, and she just really just enjoys being with them in the classroom. She has been working very hard with our students that need extra support in her class, and she has been providing support to the students and getting them to grow in the subject matter that she's supporting them with. Mindy, we want to thank you so much for everything that you do for our students here on campus. You are a true asset to James Workman Middle School. On behalf of the staff and administrative team, we want to thank you for what you do.
Micah, we are so proud of you for all the hard work that you have put in the last 4 years. It has truly paid off. You have blossomed into this amazing, strong young lady, and I am so proud to call you my daughter. And I just want you to continue reaching for the stars, Micah. Don't let nothing or anyone stop you from reaching your goals.
Yes, absolutely. We couldn't be happier. We're so proud. We love you so much. And we know anything that you put your mind to, you're going to accomplish. So congratulations, and we love you so much.
We love you.
Philip, great job on the work you put into this year on your presentations. Your time, sleepless nights, and determination you put into them was worth it.
Congratulations on another successful year of being a student board member. Your mom and I are very proud of you. We hope this experience will help you and guide you in your future endeavors.
Thank you to Monica and the Palm Springs Unified School District board members.
We're so proud of all the work that you've been doing, from IB to Folklorico and all the extracurriculars that you've been doing. You've been doing really good.
Yeah, Ken, we've noticed that you're always here tired as heck, but that's because I know you've been working hard. We're really proud of you. We see the work you've been doing, so make that bread.
Kimball Slides, we're so proud of you. Keep up the good work, and hope all your dreams come true.
Good luck at UCLA.
See ya.
Hey Kim, so the rest of the guys decided to film their part without me, so just wanted to say how happy we are of all of your accomplishments, not just academically, but just as how you've grown into a young lady. It's really great to see how you've developed and how you carry yourself, and how you're not afraid to speak up and hold your values. We're really happy to see that, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you.
Hola, hija mía. Estoy tan orgullosa de ti.
tú lo sabes, siempre te lo he dicho y siempre te lo diré. Todo lo que has logrado te lo mereces por tanto esfuerzo, porque tú has demostrado que querer es poder. Te falta mucho por lograr y sé que lo vas a conseguir porque confío en ti, porque creo en ti, porque así me lo has demostrado. Eres un ejemplo a seguir, hija mía. Estamos tan orgullosos de ti. Soy la mamá más orgullosa del mundo. Te amo. Mil bendiciones, hijita mía.
Hey, we love you, Titi.
Love you, Titi.
Say, we're so proud of you, Titi.
I'm so proud of you, Titi.
You're the most amazing girl in the world.
You're making girl in the world.
And you're so smart.
You're so smart.
Say, I want to be smart like you.
I want to be smart for you.
Say, you're gonna go to Berkeley.
You're gonna go to Berkeley.
And we're gonna miss you.
And I miss you.
But you're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Tell her, you're gonna have so much fun.
Have so much fun.
And say, oh my God, 2025.
Oh my gosh, holy wife.
Say, never let go of your shine.
Never go your side.
And what else? What else do we want to tell Titi?
Ever get your work.
Never ever what?
Never get your work.
Never forget your work?
Yeah.
That's a good one, baby. Say, never ever forget your work.
Not ever not get your work.
And we love you.
Yeah.
And we're so proud.
I love you.
And you're our favorite person in the whole world. Tell her.
Me.
Tell her you're our favorite person in the whole world.
Me.
No, you're my favorite person. She's mine and your favorite person.
Yeah.
Tell her.
Me. Her first person.
She's your favorite person?
Yeah.
Good. Say we admire you, Titi.
You know you, Titi.
Say you're the first girl in our entire family to go to a university. And then you're gonna be next.
You'll be next.
Okay, say go like this. Besitos.
We stay here.
Yes. We should.
We stay here? Okay. Okay, now we move to item 11, presentation. Dr. Kovat. Yeah. The first one will be for Dominic for College and Culture Tour update.
Good evening, everyone. I am so pleased to introduce our Director of College and Career Readiness, Dr. Karen Dimmick, and some very special guests, some students who went on the tour, as well as our chaperones, but Dr. Dimmick is going to kick off our presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, there's my clicker. Thank you. Thank you, Board of Education and Cabinet, for giving us this opportunity to provide you with an overview of this year's College and Culture Tour. We had a transformative 9-day journey, and I really have the privilege to introduce our student speakers. We have 6 student speakers who will be sharing their firsthand perspectives and highlighting their experience. So you won't really hearing from me too much, but you'll hear from them, and that is extremely powerful. First, I would like to thank our chaperones. We've got a team of chaperones there, and they're also in the crowd. So I'd like to thank Mr. Jarvis Williams, Mr. Jarvis. Yep, let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Jarvis Crawford, Miss Lisa Lorraine, Miss Marisol Guerrero, and last but certainly not least, Mr. Omar Tinoco. I'd like to say that was a special round of applause for the entire team. Also, I'd really like to give a round of applause and a thank you to our families who are here and our entire group of students who were part of this amazing journey. Let's give them all a round of applause. We were able to tour a number of universities, but once again, I'm not going to get into that because we are going to start with our first student speaker. We have Marlene Andrade from Cathedral City High School. Come on up, please.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Marlene Andrade. I am from Cathedral City High School. This opportunity, I had the amazing honor to go on this trip, and it's definitely an opportunity to, definitely a lot of first times, maybe first time leaving your home for a week, or definitely getting on a plane for the first time, which was definitely my first time, and it's an experience that I can't explain until you feel it personally. I got home and I told my parents, when are we booking the next flight? Because I really loved it. But apart from losing my suitcase, it was an amazing experience. I was able to connect with these students from PS, DHS, Rancho Mirage, you name it. And it's nothing compares to the friendships I made, no matter, because basically we were living with these people for a whole week. So, why not strengthen those friendships, no matter if it was in the airport or touring these universities. We also had the opportunity to visit the Capitol, which was an amazing experience because we basically saw the Congressman Raul Ruiz, first person, on there giving his speech, and it honestly felt so heartwarming. Knowing that someone so close to the valley is able to advocate for the valley, in a way fighting for us. And it was an amazing experience. So if you definitely have the experience to go on this trip, you should definitely apply and not let it go. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Marlene. Next up, we have Evelyn Ramirez from Rancho Mirage High School.
Hello, everyone. My name is Evelyn Ramirez, and I would just like to start off by saying thank you so much for the opportunity that you gave us because I appreciated it so much. But to start off with, the first university we got to tour was Norfolk State, and personally, and I know a lot of other students as well, it was their first time on a college campus. This was a big step for me, and one thing that stood out to me was at this campus, they had a program that students could get an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and a pair of AirPods for $1. When they graduated, it was theirs to keep. And we also got to sit in the dining halls and have lunch with multiple universities, and this was such an eye-opening experience because apart from those giving us the guide around campus, we got to ask students about the campus life and their opinions, and we got to see how life is on the other side of the country. And then we were also blessed with a surprise trip to the Lego Museum, which was really cool. And they basically taught us that art is more than just paint or your typical things. It was Legos. They made tons of stuff out of that. But I'd just like to end off by saying I'm so grateful once again for the experience, just because the East Coast was so different here from the Valley, but at the same time such the same. And it really taught me that there is more to life than just the Valley that we know. It brought me higher goals to set for myself, to travel in life and accomplish the unthinkable. Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn. Next, we have Samaya Thomas from Palm Springs High School.
Hello, my name is Samaya Thomas from Palm Springs High School. This trip was a really great experience. Like, I am beyond thankful and grateful that you guys made it possible for us to go on this trip, especially as a junior that is looking to go to university out of state. My favorite university that we did attend was Morgan State. I really love Morgan State. It's been on my list of universities forever. And being able to experience like on campus and tour the campus and feel like a student was really great, especially since my tour guide, she like told us everything. She told us the pros, the cons. She made us actually feel like a student walking on college campus. It was really a good experience overall. We got to sit and connect with different students, and they tell us about like all their majors and the different like programs that the school provided. It definitely opened my eye a bit more about Morgan State, being that I already was going to apply there, but walking on the campus and seeing like the actual scenery of everything, especially across states, it brought me, I don't know how to say it, but it just made me feel like I really want to be at this school, and I'm definitely going to apply to this school. Another museum that we went to was the African American Smith, I can't say it, the Smithsonian African American Museum. It was a great museum. Like, this museum was so incredible. There was so much detail to it. There was so much background history from my culture, and it gave me a deeper understanding for my culture. And it helped me understand everything from my culture, like the background of it. And it was just a lovely experience of the historical museum. Thank you.
Thank you, Samaya. So far you've heard about first-time experiences, whether it be on a plane, traveling across country, whether it be stepping foot on a university campus for the first time, or exploring the beauties of the African American Smithsonian Museum. Next we have Alejandro Leyva from Palm Springs High School.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alejandro Leyva from Palm Springs High School. Today, I'll be speaking about the friendships I made on this trip. It was a very incredible thing. You know, I'm a very outgoing person. It's not hard to make friendships. Sorry, but you know, I'm a very outgoing person. It wasn't hard for me to make friendships. It felt very welcoming around there. From being across the states, all the people around there felt very welcoming. The people that were around there, was the friendships I got to build was very amazing with people I never met, never seen, especially from this valley. But also there's this opportunity they gave us, was a college contact, which is a college student who's currently in college, and they give you advice and they walk you through college applications to better your applications and to give you information, tips, and tricks. I was able to meet my college contact. His name is Clayton. He attends Howard University. It was very amazing because, you know, I wasn't talking to a total stranger anymore. I got to meet him in person, and it was a very wonderful experience. I want to thank everybody who made this trip possible and supported it. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Alejandro. One unique aspect that Alejandro touched upon is college contact, which is providing that support before the trip. Students were paired with a virtual mentor, and it just so happens to be the person in the middle was the person at Howard University who mentored Alejandro. And so we will continue our work with them, and they will be providing support to our students in writing their personal statements and applying to these universities. Next, we have Naomi LeBeau from Desert Hot Springs High School.
Hello, I'm Naomi LeBeau from Desert Hot Springs High School. And first, I just want to thank everybody that helped make this trip possible, as it really was something that was unique to anything I'd ever done before. And while there are a lot of different experiences I could talk about, what really stood out to me was just the community that I built on this trip. Everything was just so positive and welcoming that even when we had things like flight delays happen, no one really complained, as we all knew we were in it together as a community. And I was able to just really learn a lot of valuable information while building these strong bonds that I know are going to last me a lifetime. Along with that, I was also given the opportunity to work with the Desert Sun, which was really exciting for me as I'm in the film program at my school, and this gave me the chance to work with a professional news outlet, and it really even further opened my eyes to the world and to that profession. And it also allowed me to kind of take a step back and appreciate the beauty and the community on a new level, as I had to take the footage, but it allowed me to see it in a new light and appreciate it on a deeper level. And I just know that this trip has allowed me to build these bonds that I will never forget, and to get this knowledge that I will never forget and it will never leave me. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Naomi. And as you can see, Naomi touched upon expanding horizons, really new opportunities. And you've heard from multiple students the importance of building bonds and connections, and along with confidence as well. Here are some quotes from our students. We administered a survey, a post-survey, and these qualitative results show and highlight the different voices from our students as a group. We'll just take a moment to take a look at these quotes. Specifically, categories such as clarity and confidence really stand out. Our students were able to learn so much and gain that confidence while they built those connections. And next, last but certainly not least, we have Devin Irvin from Palm Springs High School.
First and foremost, I would like to thank all the people who organized this trip to give us this opportunity. This trip has opened my eyes to what college can offer as an experience, what you can gain from your community and the people surrounding you. One thing that stood out to me was something said at Morgan State by a professor. The next 4 to 6 years will determine the next 40 to 60 years. Sometimes our dreams can be stifled by the circumstances of our surrounding. This program has become an opportunity for every person who has went on this trip to create their ideal 4 to 6 years, allowing every person, including me, to be able to get a taste of what it is like to dream big, bigger than the place that you're from. Allowing each and every person to dream of what it is like to be on a college campus. More than that, it has been many people's first. Their first flight, first time on a college campus, first time seeing their culture so openly displayed, and first time they have seriously considered college. With so many firsts, don't let this be the last. Please pour more into these programs that help create more opportunities to create great 4 to 6 and 40 to 60 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Devin. And I want to take one more opportunity to thank our student speakers for really capturing the highlights of our trip. Let's give them a round of applause. I love visuals, and I just want you to know when we asked you for some key words in the survey, these are the words that popped up as really resonating with you for your experience. But more importantly, we left behind memories that you can hold on to, and also newfound confidence as you explore your journey. So I want to thank again our students, our families, and our staff. Thank you once again for the opportunity.
Thank you. Next presentation is by Daniel Esquivel for a mental health update.
So this evening, our coordinator of mental health, Danielle Esquivel, will be providing our educational services update, which is in the area of behavioral health.
Is that good?
Yeah.
This is our forward. You're going to click at the laptop? Okay, this way. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Calming. So, good evening. Thank you to the board and cabinet for this opportunity to highlight some of the progress and successes of our department. There we go. All right, you're good. Okay. So May is Mental Health Awareness Month. This year's theme is Turn Awareness into Action, which I believe is appropriate for the kind of progress that our department has made over the last several years. One of the driving parts of our vision is to help students understand that mental health is not just the absence of a symptom or a mental health diagnosis, but it's really about the things that we do in our lives to help maintain our social and emotional health. Self-care can play a role in this, and ensuring that we are paying attention to our physical health, connecting with our friends and family and our community in ways that help us grow. So we have a number of different mental health supports on our campus, and I think the numbers, the statistics about our nation are really important to understand why this support is so important on our campuses. 1 in 5 children in the U.S. have a diagnosable mental health disorder. In California, 75% of children who are in need don't receive treatment. 46% of Americans at some point in their life will meet the criteria for a mental health disorder. But the statistics show that half of those will show symptoms before the age of 14. But they're not getting the help that they need until much later. So we have an incredible opportunity on our campuses to ensure that when students are beginning to feel the impact of mental health symptoms, that we're able to intervene early and effectively. And I think you'll see prior to 2023, as our program was established, we were only able to support about 400 students through our specialty mental health program, which was an amazing opportunity for our students. We have a Medi-Cal contract that we continue to have that provided that support. But at that time, that was only about 2% of our student population. Today, with the number of different programs that we'll talk about, over 11,162 of our students have received services thanks to our expanded programs. Through various grant fundings and other funding sources, we're able to provide services to any student in need, regardless of their insurance status, at no cost to families. So again, we have an amazing opportunity. We provide a number of mental health supports for students who have more significant mental health issues. 686 students have been referred and assessed for services through our mental health department, through our specialty mental health. We've held about 30 specialty groups throughout the year with an average about 12 students in each of those groups. We're covering topics such as anger management, grief, healthy relationships, and a lot of other needs. We've also established a number of community partnerships. We've referred 108 students to community services through our Care Solace program, and 127 students have received services through Daybreak, our telehealth provider. Another exciting development that we've had is that we have developed a number of college partnerships. So we host graduate interns from Cal State University San Bernardino and UMass Global, and we'll be hosting interns from California Baptist University next year as well. So we host interns from their bachelor's and master's of social work programs. We've grown to add about 10 interns per year from those universities, and we're continuing to add partnerships with other universities for graduate interns, as well as partnering with them to enhance our workforce development due to the growing need, and develop CTE pathways for our students within the helping professions. So this is a little bit about what issues we're seeing with our students. In the fall, we administered a universal mental health screener to all of our secondary sites. We had just a little over 9,300 responses from students. And these results were divided into 3 different categories. There was no intervention needed, there were students who were identified as needing lightweight intervention, and then students who were identified as needing clinical intervention. And within the results, there's a number of different clinical measures that we highlighted that 82% of our students were identified as having lightweight intervention needs in at least one area of about 8 areas. And then these 4 topics are the ones that were our top scoring topics. And so stress, anxiety, relationships, and trauma were the topics that we had the most, that we identified the highest need in. And then Daybreak Health, our telehealth partner, has provided some data for us in terms of some of the impact of their services. In terms of their clinical impact, 87% of the students that completed a 12-week course of treatment with them showed improvement in different clinical measures, and 66% of those students moved from having moderate symptoms to mild symptoms in post-care assessments for the issues that they came to care for. Really exciting is we showed some improvement in attendance for students who completed a course of treatment with Daybreak Health as well. Overall, we saw a 3% increase in attendance of students who completed a series with Daybreak. Our students who are identified as chronically absent had a 6% increase in attendance over the 12 weeks, but just as exciting is they sustained that increase at 4% increase in attendance in the year after treatment with Daybreak. We also saw fewer behavioral incidents in students who completed a course with Daybreak. We saw about 0.23 behavioral incidents per session that they completed. So if they completed a 12-session course of treatment with Daybreak, we would see probably about 3 less behavioral incidents. Yes. Telehealth, yes, they provide therapy through a telehealth platform for our students.
How much time is each session?
About an hour, usually about a clinical hour. So, and most students averaged about 12 sessions. Some students extended longer depending on what the need was. Yes, and we've also provided space on several campuses where students are able to attend Daybreak sessions on campus as well. Another exciting development is we have seen a lot of growth in our wellness centers. We have wellness centers on several different campuses, and we also have hired wellness coaches for those wellness centers. So our wellness coaches are able to provide support, check in students, work with them on what their need might be, whether it's just some quiet space in the day, or if they need access to some other kind of help. What's really exciting about our wellness centers is that it provides a little bit less intimidating entrance into mental health services, whether it's just learning a little bit more about wellness, or it's somewhere that they go because they know there's a resource that they need and they know that they can get it there. Whatever that need might be in terms of mental health, there's a space where they can go and talk with somebody and be directed into the right direction without feeling intimidated, without a lot of the hoops that we have to jump through to start mental health services in some other settings. We also have groups of students that we refer to as wellness ambassadors, and those are students that are passionate about mental health, passionate about wellness topics, and they get the word out about the wellness centers, they advertise the wellness centers, they do a lot of the planning for some of the activities of the wellness centers, and really help to break down some of the stigma surrounding mental health on campus so that students are able to start those conversations and talk about the things that they need to talk about, and find support not only from their peers but also be directed to support that they can get from other resources on campus as well. This is a little bit about the number of wellness room visits that we've had. You can see that they have grown probably exponentially. We had over 3,300 during this school year to Desert Hot Springs High School, and you'll see our last three at Palm Springs High School, Raymond Cree Middle School, and Della Lindley. We've had several hundred visits to those, and they only opened at the end of February. So students are hearing about the resource and finding the resource useful and helpful. Yes. Oh, yes, it's been open for several years, but we've been able to add a wellness coach in that space, as well as really enhance the interdisciplinary teamwork with that team as well, where they are able to really work with the students. And again, the wellness ambassadors have really brought a lot of attention, a lot of support to that space as well. Yes, I know. Yes, it is one of our more established wellness centers, definitely. So sustainability, we've had a lot of growth, and how are we going to maintain the level of services that we are providing to students? So currently we have 4 grants: the Student Behavioral Health Incentive Program, SBHIP, the School-Based Mental Health Grant, a Capacity Grant, and an HCI grant. They provide staffing for our wellness coaches, our student interns, our mental health therapists, and include professional development, supplies, and training. These grants total over $8.3 million support. In addition, we have 4 reimbursement programs: the LEA BOP program, the SMA program, CYBHI, the Child and Youth Behavioral Health Initiative, and our specialty mental health contract that allow us to be reimbursed for behavioral health services through Medi-Cal and through insurance companies. Those reimbursements have brought in over $7.5 million. So really what our work is in this setting is to really blend and braid a lot of those different sources of funding to maintain that sustainability over time. So the future of behavioral health, where are we heading? One of our most exciting projects is the Child and Youth Behavioral Health Initiative. It is a kind of groundbreaking project on the state level that really is taking a whole child approach to addressing the issues that impact the social and emotional health of children and youth. Part of the CYBHI is what we call our multi-payer fee schedule. And what that does is that allows us to work with insurance companies, with managed care companies, to bill and be reimbursed for the services that we're providing to students on campus to maintain that sustainability over time. So we work with Kaiser, IEHP, Blue Shield, a lot of the different managed care companies to be able to obtain that reimbursement at no cost to families. There is never a copay, there is never a deductible, and this program has been established to be able to maintain the level of services that we have on campus. And families' information is always protected and confidential, and students' services are always maintain confidentiality as well. But it's a very exciting time to be able to grow and expand, but also support the level of services that we're providing to students. So thank you for your time. And again, Mental Health Awareness Month, turning awareness into action. It's not an extra, it is essential to our students' success.
They have more. Any question, board members? No? We're good?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And the next, Dr. Cover will introduce the next presentation.
Educational Services has one more item. We have Dr. Deanna Killian, our Director of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction, who will be presenting to the board the process that took place to adopt instructional materials for world language. And she's going to present that to you and provide a recommendation to the board, being that this is an action item this evening.
Is this okay? Is that good? All right. All right. Good evening. I'm excited to be here, as Dr. Kovac mentioned, to make a recommendation to the board on a world language adoption, a publisher that we've come to consensus on. Just for us, the world language is representative of our Spanish for non-native speakers, Spanish for Spanish speakers, French, as well as Latin. Unfortunately, the publishers that we worked with did not offer Latin text, and so I'll be working closely with the Palm Springs High School administrative staff as well as the Latin teacher to determine what their needs are and find suitable materials, and I'll bring that to the board. So our goal, and I'm going to read it, is in accordance to Board Policy 6161.1, our goal was to adopt high-quality, standards-aligned instructional materials for world languages that reflect the California World Language Framework and effectively supports the linguistic and cultural needs of our diverse student population, ensuring an equitable access to engaging, rigorous, and inclusive language learning experience. And we took this task seriously. Our process was first to establish a textbook adoption committee and a timeline. Then we wanted to review the publishers that had viable curriculum that met the goal that I just previously read. We piloted materials and tested the materials to ensure that it will meet the needs of our student population. And then last, we came to consensus as a textbook adoption to make a recommendation for tonight's presentation and establish next steps. So first and foremost, I want to recognize and thank the following individuals that played an instrumental part in our textbook adoption committee process. You'll see that we had a representative from each of our middle schools and 2 from each of our traditional high schools. The burgundy down at the bottom are representative of our French teachers. I'm excited to see that CVC also was a part of this process, and they will be purchasing the same materials that we came to consensus on. It was great to have their perspective as well. So this is the established timeline. You can see we began the process with publisher presentations in October. We did a quick debrief, and I'll be going a little bit deeper within these steps within the timeline. We coordinated, prepared for piloting, piloted our first publisher, had a debrief, and then repeated the process with the second pilot. Certainly tonight we'll be looking for approval of our recommendation and then next steps. The first thing we did was establish the publishers that our teachers and faculty would want to hear from. And so a Google survey went out to each of the schools that were representative earlier. One Google form represented the school, and what we asked them to do was to let us know which 5 publishers they wanted to hear from, and there was an opportunity to fill in the blank if they so chose. What we did was we took that information, and any publisher that received a score of a 3 or higher, we invited to come in and present to our textbook adoption committee. Some of the publishers that are listed up there, for example, McGraw-Hill, Holt, McDougall, they indicated that they didn't have the latest adoption materials. It was dated. One was from 2018, one was from 2016, so they declined the offer to present. The other one, Oxford Press University, when we invited them, they didn't feel they had a comprehensive program for our comprehensive in our large-sized district. So some of the publishers that we invited declined the offer and did not present. So what we had was on our October 14th Professional Development Day, all of our world language teachers were able to hear the various presenters from the various publishers listed there. It was a jam-packed day, and a tiring day at that. But nonetheless, the teachers felt they were able to make an informed decision. I asked them to go back as a PLC back at our schools and talk about the publishers in the presentation, because on November 6th, I called the textbook committee. So it was a subset of our world language teachers, and asked them to let me know or determine which two publishers we wanted to pilot. And you can see here using Mentimeter, Vista and Carnegie were the two top choices, and those were the publishers that our committee wanted to pilot. From there, I asked the committee to, in an effort to be very consistent in the way we were evaluating the publisher, I asked them to review Chapter 13 of their state frameworks for foreign language, world languages. And we used this rubric as a guidance to ensure that we were reviewing the same elements within the publisher. It was just an opportunity to keep us focused and aligned in what we were looking at and what we were evaluating. I did not collect this. This was not homework, but rather just a template to ensure that we were looking at the same information. From there, we established the pilot timeline. Again, we wanted to be very equal and consistent in our piloting timeline, so no one publisher had more time than the other. So from there, again, with the rubric and ensuring that we were looking at the same consistent elements of the textbook, I wanted to establish norms, because this could get heated. Teachers are very passionate about their materials, and so we wanted to ensure that we established the rules and the norms in which we were going to conduct business. The other thing that's important is establishing consensus. I didn't want any of the staff members to feel that this was a vote and that anybody would be bullied in any way, but rather that we would come to consensus, and the vote would be, I can absolutely say yes unequivocally, down to, I don't fully agree, however, I won't block, and I will support it. And so that was very important to establish that. Here's some of the feedback that we received, qualitative feedback that we received, again, based on the rubric. So you could see there that materials prepared students for upper level language, AP language and AP literature. You could see that the materials brought that cultural context, which was a very important component to establishing and determining the best publisher. The opportunity to practice grammar and practice language and have that language proficiency. So you could see some of the direct quotes from our textbook committee members, again, aligned to that rubric. And so I'm very happy to recommend on behalf of the textbook committee, Vista Higher Learning is the publisher. The textbook committee members selected Senderos for Spanish for non-native, Galleria for Spanish speakers, and Chemins for our French program. Next steps, pending approval for tonight. We are looking for approval. We are looking at an 8-year adoption contract. We hope to purchase materials. We have set aside 1.1 that's been allocated for our secondary world language adoption. Pending approval tonight, we will look to initiate training May, so that teachers will have the opportunity to engage in the textbook and the publisher in preparation. They could plan over the summer, and we want them to be prepared come fall 2025. The other element that we will look to do is on our October PD Day in 2025, we'll look to embed elements of that new adoption, working with the publisher and working with our instructors, so they're very comfortable with the new adoption. And that's what I have for you.
Any question? No? Board member? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We're done with the presentation. Okay, we move to item number 12. Is board members' comments. Do we have any comments from board members? Charlie?
Yeah, so I do have comments. I'll try to make it as brief as possible, so John doesn't have to wait too long. So first, I went to the Kiwanis Club, April the 26th. There was a youth baseball clinic that they had at Palm Springs High School. It was really great to go to that event. The students were there. Palm Springs High School students helped with the Kiwanis Club, and it was just a wonderful event to go to. On May 3rd, I went to a picnic in the park at Ruth Hardy Park. We, as a district, did a wonderful job of getting the information out. I would like to challenge some of our parents and some of our community members to come out a little bit more to some of our events. It was a wonderful event. We would love to have you guys there in attendance. May 7th was the letters for teachers at the district office. These teachers did a wonderful job working and going to these events and training multiple hours to get this certificate. So it was great to be able to give that to our teachers. May 8th, I went to the Harvey Milk Diversity Breakfast at the Convention Center in Palm Springs. There was a young student from Palm Springs High School who received quite a substantial scholarship. Her name was Cyrus Matthew. Yeah, so Cyrus, I want to say congratulations. She had a wonderful speech, and she did a great job. The principal there at Palm Springs High School should definitely be proud of the wonderful students that they have there. May the 12th, I went to the 5th annual Kente Stall presentation at Palm Springs High School, where we were able to give over 100 students Kente Stalls for graduation of our seniors of African American students and who recognize or who classify themselves as African American. This is such a wonderful event to go to. So if you have an opportunity, anyone out there listening and watching, it's a wonderful event. We also give awards to students who are in elementary and middle school. It's just a wonderful ceremony and appreciation of our students and sending our seniors off to college with or high school, graduating for high school, because this isn't actually the ceremony for them graduating. It's just a gift that the African American Parent Advisory Council want to give to their students. And so that will conclude my comments for this month or this week.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, just real brief, a couple of things I want to touch on. Some might overlap with my colleague, but first I attended the CT event over at the Air Museum, very well done. What really struck me is how poised and how into their programs those students were, how they could explain what they were doing very articulately, and how engaged they were with what they were working on. It was really a wonderful experience. I also, too, went to the Kente Stoll presentation last night with all of us, actually. And I really want to congratulate our African American Parent Council for putting on a wonderful presentation. Congratulations to all those students that got their stolls. They also gave out some awards to other students for academic achievement. It was really a wonderful, wonderful experience. Everybody's gone, but I want to congratulate the students that went on our college tours. It's nice that it was a new experience for them. They gained a lot out of it. But from my perspective, what great ambassadors for our school district to go out in the world and represent us, and I want to thank them very much for that. And also our student board members, what a great group of individuals. It was really a pleasure and a joy to work with them the entire year. I wish them nothing but success as they go through their life. And I want to thank Rancho Mirage High School for allowing us to come here today. I don't know if he's still here, but I hope Mr. Hendra's stress level wasn't as high as it was a couple of Saturdays ago when we had another public event here. So thank you all very much.
Good evening, everyone. It's exciting to be here at Ranch Mirage High School because this is the first time in history that we've ever had a school board meeting here at this site. Can you give that a hand applause? Because this is really special because our board does value our community and we move in across our communities in hosting board meetings. Thank you again to all of the people that are here in audiovisual, our translators, our cafe students helping us make it through this evening tonight. This school is just amazing, and Rattler Nation, we appreciate all that you do. So thank you again. On April 25th, we had a reclassification ceremony, and we were able to reclassify secondary students to be designated from English learners to reclassified English proficient. And thank you to Robin Hinchliff and all of the people that helped us celebrate those students and families and see our students progress in learning, speaking, reading, and writing English. With that, on April 25th, too, I went to the Disney, I brought brochures because I have to remember what I did. The Disney Gay Men's Chorus presented Disney Pride in concert. And this event was really special at the Annenberg. I have never been to it. And the beautiful thing about the event was that our students from Nellie Kaufman Middle School and the principal, Melissa Galatude, the GSA Club received a $600 check from the Gay Men's Chorus that night. So thank you to you all. Then on May 1st, I had a chance to get out to Desert Hot Springs to see Into the Heights. What a wonderful night. The students, it was opening night on a Thursday. They were so full of energy and excitement, and the amount of memorization that they had to do for the lyrics of these songs was phenomenal. Congratulations to Emmanuel Romero Galvez, because he was the lead character that just stole the show and kept the whole cast full of life. So congratulations, Desert Hot Springs High School. On the 3rd, I was with Mr. Irvin at the Special Education Picnic in the Park at Ruth Hardy Park. I also was able to join the Legacy Awards honoring our Palm Springs staff, former students and teachers who continue to raise and lift up our kids and help to educate our kids. It was a wonderful event, and thank you to the administrative office, superintendent's office, and all of the people that helped to bring in a reunion of people talking about which class they graduated from. And so they started to congregate and figure out which year they graduated from, each high school. So also the showcase, the CTE showcase. On May 4th at the Air Museum, they had about 18 booths, and I have the program too. And this was a phenomenal event because we had 22 student ambassadors that took the lead with Ms. Saliba and Ms. Dr. Dimmick, and they created a fairyland or a wonderland of exploring the sea and all the possibilities. And students chose the theme, and it was student inspired and student planned, and hats off to our 22 ambassadors and all the crew that went into that. Led by these two special young ladies. It was Joanna Busbooth and Susan Hernandez. They were called the project lead managers, and they welcomed you into the event, and they took really good care of us. Along with the board here, we were at our kente cloth presentation with our APAC committee last night, and what a wonderful time for our seniors. And this year with the Junior Black Achievers, King's Circle recognition, and the student recognition for students from every single school across the district. They were honored as well for their achievement. So hats off to a wonderful year and experience at the Richard Center, and we appreciate you and the board and all of the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire Gurel. I will be very briefly. In the April 23, I attended the Do the Right Things scholarship event. All the time, that is a great event that recognize the students, motivate them, and unite the communities throughout the Coachella Valley, because this program now invite a student from the whole three school districts in Coachella Valley. Also, in the April 26th, I attended a multicultural festival. They provide a lot of community resources and multicultural performance. Was all the time or more and more is more attendance for that events, around 800 community members. And also in the April 28, I also with colleague, board member Erwin, and attended the equity committee by Zoom meeting. And in that, we have the diversity and racial equity update. They talk about a lot of topics. Equity works are real elementary, equity lead update, no hate speech initiative update, college culture tours. Usually that meeting is projected to be done in around an hour, but we extend the meeting to almost an hour and a half. There was a lot of information, good information. And also in the April 29, we had a special board meeting that we continue with our process of the superintendent search. We are moving that process forward. And in April and May 7, I attended with a colleague the Palm Springs Unified School District letters. That means language essential for teaching, reading, and spelling. That was a big celebration. The school district recognized 120 teachers and administrators who completed the 2 years program. Thank you for all the job that they do. And also I attended in May 8, the Palm Springs Unified School District CTE showcase. So the colleague Claire Guerrero said the theme was exploring the sea as possibility. That was a good opportunity for the student community to learn more about our Palm Springs School District academies. And yesterday, I attended with board members the APAC Kent stall presentation ceremony. All the Chinese said the honor to be there. Congratulations to all the students. With that, I end my report, and I move to item 13, superintendent report.
Thank you, President Espericueta. I just want to highlight just a couple of things, and I'll make it brief, not to be overly redundant with some of the things that the board has already mentioned. But just want to say overall, just so extremely proud of our school district. So many great things that were not only occurring right now at the end of the school year, but so many of the things that were just highlighted this evening, especially seeing that excitement from the kids, seeing that pride of them getting recognized. That's what our Palm Springs Unified family is all about. And many of the programs were highlighted as well. It just gives me an extreme amount of pride to see what's always going on every single day, the hard work that happens and making our kids so excited. And that's really, bottom line, is thanks to our outstanding staff. This month being Teacher Appreciation Week, also coming up our Classified Employee Week, many of our staff recognitions that have been going on. So simply couldn't do it without some of the great staff. And so I do want to also thank Dr. Dimick, Dr. Killian, Mrs. Esquivel as well. Great presentations tonight, and as board member Irvin said, beautiful colors too. Great, nice colors on those presentations. Really like that. But also some of our important staff that was out tonight that are extremely important. I just want to highlight the fact that we need to take care of ourselves, and I've been impacted by illness as well. I know Dr. Kovac got hit by the bug as well. So just take care of yourselves. It's going around right now. But I do want to wish Erica Barragan, Will Carr, and Jeff Simmons, who couldn't be here with us tonight, a speedy recovery. But big kudos to Monica Borrego for picking up the slack. You did a remarkable job. Remarkable. I know it's been a stressful day, and it'll be once it's done, it'll be even better for you. But and also to all our ETIS staff that also picked up the slack, but also our entire Rancho Mirage High School team, and I'm also going to include our culinary arts team as part of that because they stepped up as staff this evening as well. So thank you to all you guys. And again, we just couldn't accomplish all these great things without the wonderful staff. So again, big kudos to all of you on, again, teacher appreciation, classified employee, and all those recognitions, but also this Friday at the Who Banquet. Who Banquet would be our great opportunity to recognize everyone. And so we're looking forward to celebrating the outstanding personnel that makes up our big PSUSD family and really makes it special. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Superintendent Signoret. Next item is the item 14, board action items. And item 14A, approval a salary and employment agreement at Coordinator Student Service, OE 4.4.
All right, good evening, Board President Espericueta, esteemed colleagues. It's my pleasure to recommend Garrett Shapperjohn for the position of Coordinator of Student Services. Mr. Shapperjohn joined Palm Springs Unified School District in 2017 as a science teacher and department chair at Nellie Kaufman Middle School. In 2022, he was promoted to the position of assistant principal at Agua Caliente Elementary School. Prior to joining Palm Springs Unified, Mr. Shapperjohn taught in Alexandria, Virginia. He received his Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Science from Roanoke College, Masters of Science in Environment and International Development from University of East Anglia, Norwich, England, and a Masters of Arts in Curriculum Design and Development from George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia. He earned his Administrative Services credential at San Diego State University, currently enrolled in a Doctor of Education program at Capella University. Mr. Shapperjohn brings with him a record of hard work, dedication to both students, staff, and parents, working along outside agencies to make sure that all obstacles in the way of students that negatively impact both attendance and achievement are removed and addressed. Congratulations, Mr. Shapperjohn. If you would like, you may address the board and introduce anybody in the audience who's here with you.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. First off, thank you to the board. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm beyond grateful to be recommended for the next coordinator of student services. And also thank you, Dr. Signore and Cabinet, for your faith in me and all of your support through everything. This job is very important to me, something I've been very passionate about since beginning in education, and that is ensuring that our students feel welcome and connected, and our families as well to campuses. There are a couple people I'd like to thank. My family, my dad, who's watching this very late in New York right now. Thank you for staying up, my family out here, and also the place that I've called home for the last 3 years and the staff at Agua Caliente Elementary School. They are amazing, and I couldn't have done anything that we have done together without them. And also Mr. Eric Antuna, who's sitting out here, for being an amazing mentor the last 3 years and always helping me and teaching me. And he really has helped me so much in my journey. So I thank you all again for this amazing opportunity, and I look forward to getting started.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the following employment agreement? Employment agreement with Garrett Shaperaha, Chaperayan, Coordinator of the Student Services, salary schedule 223, column 4, state 5, effective July 1st, 2025.
Move. Second.
Any question? No. Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Congratulations. Item 14B, approval of salary and employment agreement of assistant principal, Desert Hot Spring High School, OE 4.4.
All right, thank you again, Board President. It's my pleasure to recommend for the position of Assistant Principal at Desert Hot Springs High School, Mr. Christian Hendry. Mr. Hendry has been in education for roughly 22 years. You can join me up here. He's served in a variety of roles, both in San Diego and Riverside County. Mr. Hendry has successfully performed the duties of a classroom teacher, teaching history, assistant principal, and principal. He has joined us here in the Palm Springs Unified School District in 2024, came to the Palm Springs Unified School District as Dean of Students at Desert Hot Springs High School. Since January of 2025, Mr. Hendry has served as the interim assistant principal at Desert Hot Springs High School. Mr. Hendry earned his Bachelor of Arts in History from Cal State University, San Marcos. He holds a single subject credential from Point Loma Nazarene University and an administrative service credential earned from National University. Welcome, Mr. Hendry. Please address the board and introduce any guests that are here in the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. My thanks to the governing board, to the superintendent, to the cabinet who have selected me for this position. My thanks to the amazing team of Golden Eagles, Mr. Tinoco, Mr. Grind, Mr. Pendergraph, Ms. Johnson, Mr. Lyles, and an amazing staff that I've had a chance to work with this year and to earn my own Golden Eagle feathers with them. I'd like to thank my mom and Shirley and my stepdad, Ed, for the unwavering years of support in this kid from a mountain town who knew he wanted to be a teacher in the 4th grade. I look forward to continuing in the role and expanding it and helping Desert Hot Springs High School in every way that I can, every day that I can bring my A game to work. And thank you to all for the opportunity to be here tonight.
Can I get a motion to approve the following employment agreement? Employment agreement with Christian Henry, Assistant Principal of Desert Hot Spring High School, salary schedule 215, column 1, state 1, effective July 1st, 2025. I get a motion?
Move for approval.
Question? All in, please vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Congratulations, Henry. Item 14C, approval of salary and employment agreement as principal at Mount San Jacinto High School and Edward Wenslev Education Center, OE 4.4.
Thank you again. It's my pleasure to recommend for the position of principal at Mount San Jacinto High School and Edward Winslow Education Center, Miss Sue Drummond. Sue Drummond began her career in education in 2006 with the Palm Springs Unified School District. She has served in a variety of roles, a math teacher at James Workman Middle School and Rancho Mirage High School, as well as a math TOSA within Educational Services. In 2019, Ms. Drummond was appointed as assistant principal of Desert Springs Middle School, and in 2022, she became the principal of Desert Springs Middle School. Ms. Drummond earned her Bachelor's of Arts in Liberal Studies and Master's of Arts in Educational Leadership at Cal State University, San Bernardino. She holds a multiple subject credential with the authorization in math, as well as an administrative service credential. Based on staff and community feedback, and as a result of multiple rounds of interview processes, Ms. Drummond brings the background and experience to lead Mount San Jacinto High School and Edward Winslow Education Center forward through innovation and a commitment to student success. Welcome, Ms. Drummond. Please address the board and introduce any guests there here in the audience.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank the board and cabinet for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to meet the staff and students at MSJ and Ed Winslow. I look forward to working with all of you. I want to thank my husband, who every time I see something posted and I come home and say, I have a new idea, he's always supporting me, and my kids, who I'm going to make watch the whole meeting, and my family in Chicago, and a special shout out to my nephew Ryan and all my family that's rallying around him right now. And a big shout out to my Desert Hot Springs family and my DSMS team. I'm gonna miss everybody at the site, but I'm still gonna be supporting the community in a different capacity. Thank you, everybody.
Can I get a motion to approve the following employment agreement? Employment agreement with Sue Drummond, principal at Mount San Jacinto High School and Edward Westland Education Center, salary schedule 223, column 12, step 21, effective July 1st, 2025.
Move for approval.
Second.
Any question? Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Congratulations. Now we move to item 14D, approval of certificated and classified employees transition. Can I get a motion to approve item 14D, please?
I move it.
Okay. Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Item 14E, approval and monitoring report governing policy operational expectation assess protection OE7.
So moved.
Please, just do it. Please doing the presentation? Okay, he's doing the presentation. Can I? Okay.
Ready? All right, thank you, Board President. And what I'll do is I'll give a brief summary of OE7 asset protection and make our recommendation. At the end, we also historically have provided a brief summary, although it's not embedded in OE7, relative to workers' comp. And so our Director of Risk Management, Renee Burnell, will provide a brief update and overview for that once I'm done. And so with that, we're on our way. It's a pleasure to provide this update relative to OE7. It's important to note OE7, when you look at all 9 components, it is a collaborative effort of gathering data and input. So I do want to thank the maintenance and operation team, technology services, business services, as well as risk management. And so to begin, I'd like to just provide some overview and summary of several of the items here and call them out. With OE 7.1, superintendent will maintain property and casualty insurance coverage on district property with limits equal to 100% of replacement. This policy is in place to ensure that the district has insurance to replace property as needed at the time of loss. We do work through Southern California Relief with our joint powers of authority, and we have purchased the property and liability insurance to do so. Our coverage addresses all property replacement costs, approximately $500 million per occurrence, at a cost to the district of $2.2 million. I'll draw your attention to OE 7.4. The superintendent will protect intellectual property, information, files, records, and fixed assets from loss or significant damage. Now, this policy addresses copyrights and trademarks for any original district material, as well as protecting student and staff records that must be kept indefinitely, as well as provide insurance coverage in case of loss or damage. For the 2023-2024 school year, we didn't have any need to copyright any district material, nor did we have any breaches in confidentiality with respect to personnel nor student files. Nonetheless, our memorandum of coverage does provide $10 million per occurrence if a breach were to occur. For OE 7.5, the superintendent may not allow facilities and equipment to be subject to improper use or insufficient maintenance. For this particular item, the focus is on the proper use and maintenance of our facilities as well as the equipment, which providing appropriate training is necessary. Our business services division as well as the maintenance and operation department have done a great job in maintaining our vehicles, our mowers, our trailers, and all the equipment needed to do daily operation to have uninterrupted service for the district. Further supporting the policy are the numerous trainings that Risk Management Department facilitates with a total of 74,424 trainings for the 23-24 year. And for OE 7.7 through 7.9, these policies are specific and relative to the superintendent, not, for example, unnecessarily exposing the district to legal liability, nor to illegally or unethically make decisions or sell property or purchase property without consent of the board. All of the items mentioned, including these, so all 9 items, the Human Resources Department is recommending that we are in compliance with all items. And with that, I'm going to pause. Again, as I stated on the front end, workers' comp is not built into OE7, but we have provided this addendum since it does provide important information for the board's consideration. So to highlight these points and the progress we've made, I'll turn it over to Ms. Brunell at this time.
Right, good evening, board members. And I'm really pleased to be able to give you a lot of good news from all of last year's trends. So first of all, our workers' comp rate has gone down. It went from $3.15 to $3.13 per $100 of payroll. This is really good because we are trending in the right direction. And over the years, last year we went down, this last year we went down, and then next year looks good. I can promise you that. So that reflects a 1% decrease in reduction, and there was a 12% increase in payroll. So we had more payroll, but our number went down. So we're working in the right direction. And we had a total of 187 claims for the 23-24 year, and our improvement experience, our mod rate. This is the number that we use to calculate our cost for our insurance within the JPA. And that also, that went from, our mod rate also dropped from 130.54 to 130.12. Again, this is a 0.32% decrease, so we're still moving in the right direction. So everything that we're doing, we're having less workers' comp claims. All of these things are going in the right way for us, reducing our cost for our premium. And then we have last year I told you we ranked number 4 within the 20 districts in the JPA. This year, 20 being the highest, right? The best, we just moved from 4 to 5. So now we're moving up in the right direction. So these are all good things with regards to how we're managing our injuries and our workers' compensation claims. And we, just as a preview for next year, as I shared with you in the past years, we were placed on what they call the No Member Left Behind. I called it the club for those districts that had very high experience modification rates, where we got special attention from the JPA, and we are no longer on the No Member Left Behind plan. So you'll hear more about that next year, but this is a really good movement for us. It means that everything we're doing is putting us in that sweet spot, so we're getting closer to reducing our claims. So I'm really happy to share all this with you. And you know, we've done everything with more trainings, or identifying trends on the front end. We're being very proactive. And I have to thank my staff, because Tammy Garcia has been amazing in organizing and keeping track of everybody, doctor's visits, everything. Without them and without her hard work and her expertise, this is all attributed to how much we've been we've been making changes. So really proud of the changes and bringing you this message today. So thank you, board members.
And thank you, Ms. Purnell. And with that, that concludes the OE7 report. Happy to take any questions the board may have.
No question?
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can I get a motion to approve item 14E?
Second.
Any question? No? Please vote. All in favor? Then? Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Item 14F, approval of proclamation at Mental Health Awareness Month, May 2025, OE 11. I will read the proclamation. Yeah. Okay, Palm Springs Unified School District Mental Health Awareness Month, May 2025. Whereas half of the population will experience some type of mental health challenges over the course of his lifetime. And whereas mental health challenges are one of the most common health conditions in California, affecting 1 out of 6 adults and impacting both the person experiencing mental health challenges and those persons who care and love the person facing the challenge. And whereas 1 out of every 24 Californians with a serious mental condition have difficult functioning in everyday life, and if left untreated, have life expectancy 25 years shorter than the general population. And whereas every day millions of people face stigma related to mental health and may feel isolated and alone, going years before receiving any help. And whereas recovery can and does happen, and all Californians should know that support and help is available regardless of any individual situation. And whereas creating a community where everyone feels comfortable reaching out for the support they deserve is crucial to ending the stigma around mental health. And whereas access to support and ending the stigma is a paramount importance. And whereas the Palm Springs Unified School District wishes to enhance public awareness and mental health, now therefore be it. Resolved, the governing board of the Palm Springs Unified School District hereby recognize May 2025 as Mental Health Awareness Month to enhance public awareness and mental health. Thank you. Okay, can I get a motion to approve item 14F?
Move it.
Okay. Question? Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Item 14G, approval of salary schedule OE5. Can I get a motion to approve item 14G, please? Any
Second.
question? Oh, second. First, second. Any question? Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Item 14H, approval of amendment number 2 to agreement number C0004060 for architectural design services for the Jet Warman Middle School Modernization Project, OE 6.3. Can I get a motion to approve item 14H, please?
Second.
Okay, first and second, any question? Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Okay. Item 14I, approval of monitoring report governing policy OE 11, operational expectation, learning environment, and treatment of student, OE 11. Can I get a motion to approve item 14I, please?
Move. Second.
Any question? Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Item 14J, approval and monitoring report governing policies R3, academic achievement for citizenship R3. Can I get a motion to approve item 14J, please?
Move for approval.
Any question? Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Item 14K, approval and monitoring report governing policy R4, academic achievement for health and personal development R4. Can I get a motion to approve item 14K, please?
Second.
Question? Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. Item 14L, approval and adoption of secondary world language instructional materials, OE 10.11. Can I get a motion to approve item 14L, please?
Move for approval.
Question? Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. 14M, approval of readmission of expulsion case 2023/2024-028 to Palm Springs Unified School District OE 11. Can I get a motion to approve item 14M, please?
Second.
Please vote. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion passed. Thank you. And in this one, we're voting one vote for 14N, 14O, and 14P. Approval of the expulsion case 2024-2025-034. Recommendation and finding of fact and conclusion of law, OE 11. Approval of the expulsion case 2024/2025-035. Recommendation and finding of facts and conclusion of law, OE 11. And approval of the expulsion case 2024/2025-036. Recommendation and finding of facts and conclusion of law, OE 11. Can I get a motion to approve item 14N to 14P, please?
Move for approval.
Second. Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Item 15, superintendent consent item. In this one, we will vote and in one vote from item 15A, 15B, 15C, 15D, 15E, 15F, and 15G. Can I get a motion to approve superintendent consent item from 15A to 15G, please? Oh yeah, sorry. And anyone would like to pull any items from the consent agenda?
I would like to pull item 15A, approval of purchase order report OE 6.2, and recuse myself from that one item.
We have to vote separate on that one? Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll do it separately? Okay. No, there's just my name there in the report, so.
In 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it separate.
Okay, we'll pull 15A and we'll vote for 15B, 15C, 15D, 15E, 15F, and 15G. Can I get a motion to approve item 15A, 15B to 15G, please?
Se-
Okay, please, second? Okay. Please vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And item 15A, approval of purchases order. You had any comments or you? No? Okay. I purchased the order report OE 6.2. Can I get a motion to approve item 15A?
Move.
And then I recuse myself.
Please vote. All in favor? Aye. You abstain?
3 abstain, 3 ayes and 1 abstain.
3 ayes and 1 abstain. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Item 16, information. information item from 16A to 16E. The board has received and reviewed this information. Item 17, suggestion for future agenda. Do any board member have suggestions for future agendas? Oh, thank, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Okay, item 18, and our setting at the next board meeting. The regular board meeting will be held in May 27, 2025 at 6 p.m. And we have a special board meeting that will be held on May 20, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. Item 19, the brief. Thank you, Rancho Mirage.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. No, not the brief, okay. And then item, what is that one? Item 20, adjournment.
Move.
Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting? Charlie, move. A second. Please vote. All in
Aye.
favor? Aye. Thank you. Jan. Thank you.